Welcome back to another episode of Parenting in Progress. I'm Korey.
I'm Jordynn.
And we're the Welches. Welcome back to another episode. Summer's in full swing. Jordynn lost her job for the summer, a.k.a. school's out.
It is out. I just sent you a meme. I don't know if you saw it yet because I sent it to you today. And I'm pretty sure it was Kevin Hart where he's like dancing and it's like smells like sunshine margaritas and no IEPs. Like, yep.
No, it was the Dancing with the Stars guy. The
Carlton dude.
Carlton, yeah. Off of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunshine, margaritas, and no IEPs.
Well, summer's been in full swing for our family. Holy smokes, we've done a lot in a little amount of time. School got out this week. Jordan's last day was Wednesday, and her and Karlee kind of stayed home Thursday, and Friday, we already made a zoo visit.
Yeah. You needed to burn a day, and I figured let's go to the zoo now before it gets super hot.
Yeah, quick weather update. It's been gorgeous out, but it is going to heat up coming up this week. So you are going to have to get used to back into the 90-degree weather. But nice part of that is a lot of pools are opening up around the area. We're planning on getting Karlee into her little water table this afternoon.
Splash pads.
Heck yeah, splash pads, all sorts of stuff. So get your summer gear out. It's going to get hot here in the Midwest.
Well, and it's also, I need that switch of, hey, we have to go outside in the morning because it gets hot in the afternoon after nap. So for, all the other breaks, it was like, okay, after nap, we'll go outside. It will have warmed up by then. And now, like, we got to get outside in the morning before lunch because after nap, it's usually pretty hot in the summer. So
I'm seeing some plants out there on the deck that haven't been planted yet. What's the story with them?
I've just been waiting for a time to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Waiting for a time to do it.
Well, we've been busy this weekend, and we had people over on Thursday. We had a parents as teachers visit, and then actually my niece came up because my brother-in-law took my nephews up fishing in the town that we live in, and of course my niece didn't want to go, so she hung out here with me and Karlee. So we had the visitors in the morning. It was kind of fun. So no, I do need to plant my flowers out front.
The garden is done. We've gotten it done. It's done. It's growing. The beans are up.
We have harvested blueberries.
We've harvested a total amount of 2 blueberries. That is 2 single blueberry berries.
And we didn't get to try any of them. Karlee ate them. It's just fine.
That's going to be Karlee's plant, which is okay as long as they're growing. But yeah, summer's been in full swing. Memorial Day weekend as we're recording this, so happy Memorial Day when this comes out. Thank you for all the veterans, and we will remember all the ones that made the ultimate sacrifice to allow us to do what we're doing today.
So like you mentioned, we went to the zoo Friday. We took the day off. And then I think when we were on our way back from the zoo or on our way up, I saw the thing on Facebook about the Depot Market, which is about 15 minutes away. They're having the local, what do you call that? Like butcher locker plant. They have like a food truck, and you really like their brats and pork burgers. And they were going to be over at the depot, and strawberries were ready to get picked, and they had sweet corn and watermelon ready. And I'm like, count me in. I'm going. So that's what we did Saturday. And we were there maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more waiting on the food.
Yeah, we were probably there an hour and a half or so. It probably took at least a half an hour to pick all the strawberries, which they were getting hammered by the birds. So that was a little unfortunate, and they actually ended up selling out of them later that day. We saw there's not enough ripe ones to keep going. So it sounded like kind of after the weekend they'd open it back up for people to go pick them again. But yeah, they had Jordan's favorite watermelon, Black Diamond watermelon. She loves those things. And we grabbed a few ears of sweet corn, which we just got done eating today. It was pretty good. Karlee loves it. I wonder if that's going to be her summertime thing now. She loved that sweet corn.
She did. She ate a whole ear.
And she did pretty well at it.
She did. Now, she first wanted to I cut it in half, and she first wanted to take it and bite it like I don't know what you'd say, like a banana, like this way. And I had to remind her, no, turn it sideways, and then you bite that way. And then she did really well with that. She loved it. We had a summer lunch today with our watermelon and corn. It's fun to get those foods back out, and it just feels like summer, freedom.
Yeah, we've kind of had a week of kind of not real sunny, not real hot weather, kind of been cloudy and rainy, and just really hasn't been very summery. And it's just kind of nice to get back, see the sun blaring down, and wind's starting to blow a little, things are starting to heat up, and it's here.
Now, as crazy as this seems, Karlee had a little bout of sickness last night, as it is now May 25th. How crazy is that? We were just talking about that the other day. Like, we've had a very lucky winter and sick season. I think she had one little bout where she had maybe a fever for like 3 hours, and that was it the whole winter.
Yeah, we've only had a couple spells of just snotty nose and just kind of some congestion with her off and on kind of through the winter, just a couple different times. But yeah, we thought we were going to escape it, which honestly, knock on wood. I got wood over here, Jordan. We were so close to escaping sick season. We were so close. Like I think we're past the end of it. We're in like the gray area. And all of a sudden last night, she's been getting a little raspy. She's starting to lose her voice just a little bit. And last night she had a fever of about 101 when she went to bed. And she felt fine though. She was doing great. We're like, man, we're not going to give her Tylenol. She feels too good. We thought, maybe we did give her a real hot bath because she's getting congested. We wanted to loosen some of that stuff up. So we're like, maybe it's kind of some carryover from it. Yeah, about midnight, 1 o'clock. Mama, help me. Mama, help me. And Jordan goes in there and, Korey. Oh, great. Now what? I already knew what it was. Once she woke up, already knew what it was. Yep, fever of about 102, and she was not feeling good. She was tired. She's just sitting with Jordan. We got her some Tylenol real fast, rocked her for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. She went to sleep, and she actually slept in a little bit today.
She did, yeah. Now, it was weird because I went to go get her at like 12:45, whenever it was, and she goes, I want Old McDonald heifer. Okay, let's rock and let's sing Old McDonald. And I'm feeling her. I'm trying to take her temperature as she's sitting right next to me in the rocking chair. And it's coming up 100.7, 100.7. I'm like, that's like barely a fever. I'm like, man, but she feels really warm. Like her hands were really warm. I'm like, this can't be right. So that's when I was like, Korey, come in here and you feel her. You check. Yeah, like 102. I'm like, oh, okay. So I immediately started sleep sack off, pajamas off. You were getting the Tylenol, and she's a trooper. She had lots of drinks of water. I did get her to take lots of sips, thankfully. And then, it was about 30 minutes, and she took her the meds kind of kicked in, and she went right to sleep. I think she woke up one time, and I feel like I went back to her and told her it's night time, and I can't remember what happened. And then she slept in. So this morning she's been acting herself for the most part. Poor girl, her voice is off.
Yeah, and she's got a kind of a barky cough, which she's had that before, which we're going to keep an eye on because we do have vacation in a couple weeks. So we do want to get this out of the way before that definitely happens. But yeah, this morning took her temp a couple different times. Everything's been 99s, and she's been good. She's been a little tired. But honestly, she's been running around. She played outside this morning, and knock on wood, hopefully we're over it. Hopefully this evening it doesn't creep back up or anything, and hopefully it's just a little 24-hour flu bug type deal, and away we go.
Exactly. Yeah, she didn't eat a whole lot for breakfast, but she ate a pretty good lunch. She's drank quite a bit today, and she's been up and playing and seems like herself. So if that's all the sickness she gets, we are very thankful. So with all things summer, it's trying to keep your toddler entertained, trying to do fun things, do summer stuff, try not to go crazy, and just kind of relax a little bit. So some of the things that I'm kind of planning on doing with Karlee this summer is definitely go on some walks, morning walks, outside time as much as we can. I'd like to take her to the bigger park and playground in town a little bit more. Here next, after Memorial Day, the next Monday, the library in town has a once a week lap sit story time for like birth to 5. And it's fun. We've gone the last couple summers, but this last summer we weren't able to go as much. But they do songs, and they bring the toys out first, and they get to play with other kids, and then they do songs and read stories, and she really likes it. And it's a way to take up about an hour, and she gets to go see other kids. She's so social and not being at daycare as much, so she will get to go see some kids and play with them there. She also will start swim lessons, and that's once a week for the month of June. And I'm thinking that we'll go ahead and do July as well. That hasn't opened up. You only just reserve your slot one at a time. So we'll probably see how these June ones go, and then sign up for July as well. Daycare is open. I don't think they're open on Fridays this summer, but we're not going except for, I have a hair appointment coming up this summer. I have a nail appointment this week, actually, where I'll drop her in and she'll go for, a couple hours. And then I think I might, depending on how my classroom situation goes, I'll probably just drop her off there for the morning, and I can go work on my classroom, and then come back home with her after that, have lunch and stuff like that. So it'll be good for her to go to different places. So we're not going stir crazy here, but I'm definitely excited to have the summers with her. That's one of the perks of being a teacher. That's one of the things you want to be a teacher for, is when you're a mom someday, you get to have your kids on breaks and summers. So definitely going to utilize it. And I realize that not everybody gets to do that. So I'm so thankful. And I want to soak up all the memories and all the fun that we can.
Oh man, Jordynn, they just crashed on there.
Yes, Korey is recording this while he has some sort of race on the TV.
It's the Indianapolis 500, Jordynn. It's the biggest racing spectacle. Probably, I bet this is before the Daytona 500. I bet this one's bigger. But it is the Indianapolis 500. It's always on Memorial Day weekend. I almost missed this race. I kind of forgot about with Karlee's sickness and stuff this morning. I didn't have it on early. So we picked up at lap 126 or so. But yeah, once we were putting Karlee to bed for nap time, I told you, I was like, oh, shoot. I'm missing the race. And I'm like, it'll probably be over with by the time we get out of this bedroom anyway. But it was not. I don't know what the delays have been, but yeah, Newgarden just smoked the wall there. So, yeah, that's always something that I've always liked doing.
Korey's a race man.
I kind of am. I do like watching the Indianapolis 500 every year this time of year because, most of the time we're probably busy, and it's kind of towards the end of the whole planting season as well. So it's been a long season usually, and it's nice to just watch it once in a while. Especially a race this big. So,
R.I.P. Kyle Busch.
Yes, Kyle Busch passed away. That was a sad, crazy deal. Definitely, if you guys, I don't know the whole story. They came out with what his symptoms were and what the autopsy was. But yeah, that was a really sad deal. Only 41 years old, and got sepsis and pneumonia and. Just take care of yourself. If you got to take some time off, if you got to Go to the doctor some more. Don't be afraid. I know I have the same thing as the rest of you guys. You're like, oh man, it's just a sinus infection. It's all right. I'll get over it. And it seems like a month later, you're like, oh man, I'll get over it eventually. It isn't bad enough for me to go in. Just go take care of yourself. Don't want something small like that to turn into something really big.
Well, this is not that big of news compared to, a sinus infection bleeding, whatever. But I was trying to get the corn out of my teeth from lunch today. And what do I see in my mouth? My permanent retainer, one piece of it is broken. And I'm pretty sure some of my bottom front teeth have moved a little bit. So I'm like, now I need to call my orthodontist. But the problem is my orthodontist retired. So there's another orthodontist in that same office. And like he'd put these on for free because I did braces through him. So I'm like, crap, he's not even here anymore. Like, how do I do this? What's it going to cost? Because more than likely they're going to have to take it off. And then I'm going to have to find my retainer. That's the other people. Find my regular retainer. And I'm probably going to have to wear that for a while to get my teeth back to where they are. And then I'm going to have to go back and they're going to have to put it on. So I'm a little bit bummed. I've had these since before we were married. So it's been probably 7 years that I've had them on. So I feel like in the whole scheme of things, they've done well, and it's just like an hour away from where we live. And so then it's like scheduling the appointment, making sure daycare is open so Karlee can go there, get it fixed. I know I can't just go and get it fixed the first time because they can't just go back and put the wire back on it because then my teeth will stay where they are. So they're probably going to have to make me wear my retainer so it will get back in alignment before they put them on. So now after we get done with this episode, I need to dig through the house to try to find my retainers. Yay. Yay me. All to have straight teeth, which Korey's blessed because he's never had to have braces. He's the only child and he has flawlessly straight teeth. Meanwhile, my brother, my sister, and I have all absolutely had to have braces. It wasn't an option, my parents said. And I think, I was in college or something, and I remember telling my parents, I'm like, thank you. Thank you for giving me braces. I know that was thousands of dollars that you spent on just me alone. And I appreciate you doing that for me. So hopefully we will luck out and Karlee will take after her dad and we won't have to pay for braces. Time will tell.
Amen to that one. Holy smokes. That would be awesome. And you'd be welcome. I'd hold that over your head so much. I'd be like, oh, see, they're great teeth. Never had to have braces because of me.
Mm-hmm. All the appointments that we'd have. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can't imagine. My mom was the one that took us to most of them. And for my brother and my sister and I, all the appointments. And the money.
And we would do it. We do it for our kids. So not a big, it is a big deal, but we'd be no hesitation probably and just get it done.
Yeah.
So, and then someday they can thank us for their awesome smile.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that. But if we do, and she needs them, she will get them taken care of.
Actually, I was thinking back on on Kyle Busch's deal. The first time you probably ever knew who Kyle Busch was, I won't forget this. It's funny though. We were watching a race. I think it was a night race, and I think it was in Charlotte. And it wasn't the All-Star race, but it was some sort of race in Charlotte, and he wrecked out Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And
that was him?
Yeah.
No way.
And Ricky went to go punch him in the face. Oh, man, that was so funny. We were watching a fight in the pits, and Jordynn was getting amped up.
I wonder how Ricky Stenhouse feels now. All right, Kyle Busch is dead.
Oh, they buried that hatchet. I've been a long, long time ago. They've had quite a few races. That was years ago. That was a few years ago. But, that was so funny. It's like, oh, my gosh, he's trying to punch him. It's just a race.
I guess, I do remember now because you're like, I don't really like Kyle Busch, but he's pretty good.
He was. He was not my favorite racer. He was known for kind of being the villain racer guy, but man, hands down, you ask anybody, he was one heck of a driver. So yeah, it's a shame. definitely feel for his family. So anyway, well, in next week's episode, we're going to talk about planning for vacay.
Not to Colorado, as Karlee would say multiple times. We're going to South Dakota, and we're getting excited. So next week's episode will be more of the rundown of what that's all going to look like and packing and all the fun stuff.
Yeah, we're going to try to prepare as much as we can. Obviously, you can't prepare for everything, which is fine. We'll tell you on the way back of the things that we needed and the things we didn't need and those types of things. So we are overpackers though, so we're gonna try to prepare for everything. But yeah, we will talk about that just a little bit, kind of our itinerary and what we're gonna do there. And other than that, sit back and enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day. It's a great day here where we live. Go have some burgers or brats, hot dogs, get outside, grill a little bit, and definitely remember the ones that made it all possible. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening to Parenting in Progress. If you like what you heard and you're listening to us on YouTube, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. If you're listening to us on other platforms, go ahead, give us a follow and a rating. We truly appreciate it. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.